Good morning. This is our second video lecture. In this lecture, we will see lesson number 1, Principles of Management. In this chapter, we are going to study introduction, meaning and definition, nature of principles of management, significance of management principles, theories of management, Henry Fayol's administrative theory of management, F.W. Taylor's scientific management theory. Then we will summarize the chapter, followed by a very small exercise that we are supposed to solve. Point number 1, introduction. I will read out and explain every single line so that it will be very easy for you to understand the chapter. Dear friends, in 11th standard, we have studied that management is everywhere. In every type of business organization, non-business organization, and even in social life, management is required. That means when we are doing business or we are doing any social activity, when we apply proper management techniques, our work will be very easy or we can achieve our goal very easily. Management is the key to success in achievement of goal. Generally, there are two important goals for every business organization. One is profit maximization, second is wealth maximization, and these goals can be achieved through proper cost reduction techniques. So when we apply proper management techniques, these goals can be achieved. Management is considered as one of the required sources of business organizations like machines, materials, and money. Like we saw in the previous class, there are some resources in every business organization. So when we have proper management techniques, but we don't have resources, our goal cannot be achieved. Or when we have these resources, but we don't have proper management techniques, again, our goal cannot be achieved. So we require all these resources, and we require management techniques at the same time for the achievement of these goals. For establishing coordination between all other sources of organization, one needs to know about management. Now, what is management actually? We have already studied in the previous class. Management is a process of coordinating of all these resources. With the proper management techniques, these resources are interconnected. When they are connected to each other properly, we are moving towards the achievement of our goals. Now, therefore, it is observed that importance of management is growing rapidly. I have already mentioned this, that management has occupied very important place in the business organization these days. Various management thinkers have introduced different management theories as per their field observation and systematic study. We will have some theories of management in the coming sessions. There are various principles, theories, and techniques of management which give result in same direction. But its use is varying from organization to organization, situation to situation, and person to person, which means management has got very standard techniques which are applicable to all types of business organizations, be it a small organization or medium organization or any large scale organization. But its uses vary from organization to organization. That means it depends upon the size of the organization, its network, its scope, its nature of product, its marketing activities, financial activities, say manufacturing activities, sales activities, etc. In brief, management sets the strategic goals in accordance with the vision mission of the organization and makes decision on how the overall organization will operate. Management is often included as a factor of production. It harmonizes all functions of business organizations such as planning, organizing, staffing, coordinating, and controlling. In planning, we study what to do, when to do, how to do, who will do it. When we answer these questions, we go to organize these activities. Then we have staffing, where we appoint a right person for the right jobs as per their skills, knowledge, education, and capabilities. Then we coordinate, we connect resources of organization properly and very effectively. In controlling, we see whether we are moving towards the achievement of our goals or we are working as per the set plans. These are termed as functions of management. We will elaborate these functions of management in detail in the coming sessions. Now, meaning and definition. Point number 2. While achieving goal of an individual or an organization, it is always important to use different systems or techniques. When we have an individual goal, for example, when we are appearing for any exam, we have some goals, we set some targets, we set some targets of score, we set some targets of percentage, and we set some techniques to study. Similarly, in business, when we have business goals, we set some techniques, we have some methods, we have some guidelines. As per these guidelines, as per these techniques, we move towards the achievement of our goal. These techniques, these methods, these systems, these guidelines are called as principles of management. It provides guidelines to manager to conduct all organizational activities on specific basis. When we have got these techniques, managers don't have to take any risk. They work as per the set guidelines and set techniques for the achievement of goal. It helps the manager to take effective decisions. When manager has got ready guidelines, very standard guidelines and techniques, it will help him to take decisions very effectively and to achieve organizational goal. Now we have got a definition of principle. Principle is defined as a fundamental truth or proposition, which means a universal truth, a universal statement that serves as the foundation for a system of belief or behavior or for a chain of reasoning, which means what decisions are to be taken, what work is to be done. It will be decided as per the techniques and guidelines given by the management. Now we go to next page. On the top of this page, we can see in simple words techniques or systems which give one directional result are called as principles. These principles are universal and applicable everywhere. These principles are very standard, hence they are applicable to all types of business organizations. Due to the basis of principles, managers need not to work on trial and error basis. Trial and error basis means managers don't have to take any risk. Managers have to work according to the guidelines and techniques given by the management. For example, in cricket or in any other game, total play is designed and divided between the players according to their qualities and capabilities. Similarly, in business, when we divide work, we divide it according to the skills, education, knowledge, capabilities of employees. In terms of management, it is called as division of work, which is one of the principles of management. Now, next topic we will start in our next video lecture. Thank you very much.